Hi and welcome. If you're here, chances are, you've already done the hard stuff. You've cut sugar. You've taken antifungals. You've followed protocols, spent money, shown discipline. And yet, instead of feeling better, your symptoms have increased rather than diminished. New food intolerances. Histamine reactions. Anxiety, insomnia, rashes, brain fog and many more, all leading to more stress. This is one of the most confusing and demoralizing experiences for people dealing with Candida and fungal overgrowth, yet it's not because you're failing. It's because most approaches I've come across are built on the wrong methodology. The big misconception is that Candida must be killed. The dominant narrative says, Candida is the enemy. Kill it aggressively and you'll heal. But in reality, this mindset is often what keeps people sick. Candida and fungal organisms are not random invaders. They are a part of the human microbiome. The problem occurs when the internal environment allows them to thrive. They act as toxin sponges, binding heavy metals, mycotoxins, endotoxins, and metabolic waste to protect your body from being overwhelmed, which is a good thing. But when you aggressively kill them without preparation, what do you think happens to all the toxins they are holding? When their cell walls rupture, large amounts of acetaldehyde, gliotoxins, beta-glucans, and endotoxins are released back into the body. The immune system is activated abruptly with a shock. This is what people experience as a Herxheimer or die-off reaction. But here's the key truth most protocols miss. Die-off is not a sign of healing if your detox pathways are blocked. It is a sign of toxic recirculation. Imagine Candida cells filled with toxins or balloons filled with confetti. Once the party is over, you pop the balloons to clean up, but the confetti covers the floor and you're left with an even bigger cleanup than before. That's exactly what's happening in your body. What was once contained for the purpose of keeping you healthy has now released back into the system with no clear exit. Why you feel worse? Blocked detox pathways. When fungal organisms are killed faster than your body can eliminate their waste, toxins don't leave, they back up. Instead of exiting through stool, urine, bile, sweat, lymph, they are reabsorbed through the gut. Pushed out through the skin, circulated to the brain and nervous system. This is when people develop histamine intolerance or MCAS-like symptoms. Food sensitivities that weren't there before. Anxiety, panic, insomnia. Hives, itching, flushing, brain fog and neurological symptoms. At this point, the immune system goes into high alert mode, reacting to everything because it's drowning in signals it cannot clear. The missing methodology. Most Candida protocols skip the most important steps and jump straight to antimicrobials. True healing follows a very different order. 1. The master controller, the nervous system regulation must come first. Lack of safety in your body, chronic stress, trauma, emotional threat, financial fear, or long-term fight or flight will. Suppresses immunity, reduces stomach acid and digestive enzymes. Slow gut motility and impair liver detoxification. Increases blood sugar and create the environment that Candida and fungus thrive in. An overstimulated nervous system keeps the body stuck in defense, and in defense mode, it cannot repair. This is why people can eat perfectly and still react to everything. Before anything else, the body must feel safe enough to heal. You cannot heal a body that is in survival mode. You will fail or your healing will not be complete. 2. Clear detox and drainage pathways before killing anything. The exits must be open. Daily bowel movements, healthy bile flow, kidney support and hydration, lymphatic movement and sweating, gentle binding of toxins. If toxins cannot leave, they will circulate, no matter how natural the protocol is. This is the difference between temporary relief and long-term resolution. 3. Gentle microbiome rebalancing. The gut ecosystem is fragile when inflamed. Aggressive antifungals kill beneficial microbes alongside pathogens, reduce microbial diversity, increase histamine production and aggravate a leaky gut. Instead, healing should focus on repairing the gut lining, supporting beneficial bacteria, restoring butyrate production and improving metabolic and immune tolerance. Often, when the environment changes, Candida naturally loses its dominance without being killed. The hidden danger: histamine and immune overactivation. One of the most common outcomes of aggressive Candida protocols is histamine intolerance. I speak from personal experience after going through the process of killing Candida time and again. The consequence was ever-increasing symptoms that lead to histamine intolerance and MCAS. It compounds and the body's immune system becomes hypervigilant. Why? Candida die-off releases histamine-stimulating compounds, while a damaged gut lining allows histamine to enter the bloodstream. Because the liver is already overwhelmed and cannot degrade it efficiently, the immune system becomes hypersensitive. Suddenly, foods that were once safe cause reactions. What usually happens at this juncture is a person will seek more aggressive treatments, thinking the situation has gotten worse or that something stronger is required. Why? Doing less often heals more. Many people are shocked to discover that symptoms improve when they stop killing Candida and calm the nervous system down. In fact, when the foundational steps are done correctly, antifungals may not be needed at all or only used briefly and gently. Healing should not be about domination or elimination of Candida. It should be about restoring balance. If you're getting worse despite doing everything right, it's not because you lack discipline, didn't try hard enough, you need stronger supplements. Rather, it's because the order was wrong, the body wasn't prepared, the nervous system was ignored, detox pathways were overloaded. Candida is not the starting point. It is simply the signal. Healing doesn't begin by killing Candida. It begins when you change the environment that allowed it to overgrow. And when the body is supported correctly, it often does the rest on its own. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more from the healing path, please like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Or check out the website www.healingpath.uk.